Good afternoon campers, and welcome back to the Manifesto channel. And today we're about to set off on another van camping adventure. This week we're not going to be going to any sweet woodlands or beach park ups. I was thinking we'll do a bit of stealth camping tonight, go a bit old school. And I found a beautiful little sleepy industrial estate in Spalding. Not so much sleepy, it's quite a busy location. But I stumbled across it last week while I was doing a little shopping trip to Morrison's. It's just across the road there, and I thought it'd be a perfect spot to do a bit of stealth van camping. So it's Friday afternoon. It's just coming up to 5 o'clock. It's a bit cloudy, but it's supposed to be dry today. And I was thinking, Friday night camp in an industrial estate with Bruno. I think it'd be a good little adventure. It's about a 20-minute drive away. We'll go and check the park up out. Hopefully there's room for us to sneak in there. And then we'll pop to Morrison's, get some munch and some juice for this evening. And then we'll rough it up a little bit, doing a bit of stealth overnight camping. So the meat wagon's all loaded up. We've got Bruno on board. So let's get moving and try and navigate our way through rush hour traffic. Well, it's good to be back out on the open road in the old VW T4 meat wagon. The sun is shining. It's quite a nice evening. Now, the last couple of days in the UK, we have had some abysmal rain. I've been stuck indoors, pretty much been hunkering down. And Bruno's not been happy with this weather, so it's nice to get out and about and do a spot of camping on a Friday night. So this little industrial estate that we're heading to, I actually stumbled across it last weekend. I went to Morrison's in Spalding, and I took a bit of a wrong turn and went down this little dead-end road, did a bit of a U-turn, and I spotted the perfect spot. Now hopefully today this spot is available. If not, there is some other parking areas in this industrial estate, but what I've got in mind, if we can pull it off, I think it'll be a pretty sweet location for the night. So we've just arrived at the outskirts of Spalding, and we've caught up with the rush hour traffic. Yep, that looks like fun. Luckily, it's the next roundabout up. We need to hook a left. Well, campers, we've made it to the industrial estate. We got through the rush hour traffic. It was actually just a tractor broke down. So we've got Morrison's just on our left here, where the current price of diesel is 177.9. Let's drop down a little bit, but we need to hook a right this roundabout, and we're at Warden Tree Park. Now, I popped down here the other day because, like I said earlier, I took a wrong turn. I did a U-turn down the very end, and that's where our potential park up for the night is, if there's space. I've only ever been down that road there, Bertha Close, because there's a screw fix down there, but there's a couple of lorries here. Yeah, it's a bit busier than I expected, but the place I'm thinking about is just tucked out the corner here. There's two cars there. Damn, they were the two spaces I had in mind, right there. And we're right outside the Stagecoach Depot, and we got Freshlink the other side, a haulage firm. That's a bit of a problem. That's where I wanted to go, right there. Alright, we're in no rush. The night is still yet young, so we can come back in a little while. As it stands at the minute, there is no room in the end. There's double yellow lines down there. Let's have a quick look down this road while we're here. Down Bertha Close. Again, double yellow lines. Whoa, which way you going, buddy? Yeah, we ain't gonna get parked down here. Double yellow lines everywhere. And that's the screw fix store I was on about. We could park there. There is a little break in the yellow lanes just on the left here, but no. At the minute there's no real panic. We're still early, it's only 5:30. So I think what I'm going to do is head to Morrison's for a little while. Oh, there's actually a vehicle just pulled out. Let me have a quick gander. Yes, Morrison's is only down the road, so I could park up somewhere and leave the van there. What's that one of them vehicles? No. Nope, so it's a white Volvo and a black Toyota RAV4. So they're probably bus drivers. When they finish their shift, they may go. There's also an end space there. Let's go to Morrison's for a little bit. Bruno's pecked up, so he probably wants to go for a wee. And there's a little bushland in Morrison's. We'll go there for a bit, chill out, and then we'll come back in a little while and check it out a bit later on. Okay, so we're in Morrison's car park. I have done a stealth camp here before. At the start of, I think it was 2024. Was that about nearly 2.5 years ago? We're going to have a little park up in that corner down there, my usual pitch when I come to this location. So I did a stealth camp here in this very spot, in this Morrison's car park. And I remember getting woken up in the middle of the night by a car doing some burnouts over there. There is still no time restrictions here, so technically you can still camp in this car park. But I'm going to take Bruno for a little pee because there is a little bit of bushland through here. It's a bit grot, but it opens up into a little green area. Oh, I just got stung by a stinger nettle. Yeah, people have been on the old juice here. Some Estrella, Peroni. But yeah, a good place to set up a tent, although you got a busy lorry yard just behind there. Anyway, somewhere for Bruno to have a little sniff about. Certainly some odours down there, no doubt. And have a quick pee. So we're still in Morrison's car park, just laying in wait for a potential parking spot for the night. I've been shopping. Now I need to get some of this stuff in the fridge. I've got some juices that need to be chilled. So what I'm thinking, I'll show you what I got now for this evening, and then I'll put it all in the fridge. And when we get our park up later on, we'll tuck in, we'll have a good munch. But anyway, let me set it all up. So that's the food and juice situation for this evening's camp. Look at that, quite the variety there, campers. So for the main course tonight, we've gone for these chicken bacoras. They come with a tomato chili dip, which is there, and they're new and they're bite size, so they look quite nice. Look a little spicy. And with that, we've got a fresh house salad. So we've got some lettuce in there, cucumber, tomato, some radishes, bit of red onion. Looks good, looks nice. For dessert, this caught my attention. A chocolate ring donut with a Rolo filling. It's even got some little mini Rolos on top there. Bit of caramel goodness. Where is it? I see it oozing out the side there. Bit of cream. So that's nice and healthy. And then, as always, we like a beefy bit of crunchy nut in our mouth on a Friday night camp. So I've got these McCoy's coated peanuts, flame grilled steak flavour. So I thought we'll give them a little whirl. And our juice selection for this evening, we've got the classic pina colada because we like things a little bit fancy. Then I went for this Knight's vintage Herefordshire cider. I've had this before, it's very nice, and that's 8.4%, so it's quite a feisty little number, so we need to get them chilled in the fridge. And in the morning we got a Nescafe cafe and some jam and cream Bibbits the Dunkin said cafe. So I think that's the perfect selection for tonight's camp. Just came up to 7:30, we are on the move. I'm going to try and see if a parking spot is available. There is a couple of potential park ups around here, but The first one is the one I really want. But I don't think these lorries are moving anytime soon. I think they're there for the night. I could park here, but it's a bit in the way. Yeah, them lorries are all still there. And I got a feeling these cars at the end are definitely workers from the coach depot. One's gone now. There's a bloody lorry there. Damn. You snooze, you lose. Alright, so I've currently parked by Starbucks. Morrison's is just the other side of the roundabout there. There's a Formula 1 exhaust place, tool station. But where we want to park is down there, and I'm thinking if I sit here for a little while, if that other car that's parked in my little cheeky spot goes past, then we quickly go down there. I can't believe I missed that. I did have a drive down here about 45 minutes ago, and that other black car was still there, so that lorry, right place at the right time. But I guess I could also camp here. There's no signs. Maybe where we are now will be plan B. Maybe where we are now is plan B. What's that in front of us? A Greg's. Well, that could be breakfast sorted. What time do they open? Saturday, 7 AM, bright and early. Yeah, so if any vehicles go, like that first car, we'll see them leave. And we can also see the buses coming in, so could be their car. Could be their car, and we'll be first on the scene. So I just see the bronze colour Rover drive off. So I'm gonna park up there, grab that little end spot there, just waiting for that Volvo to go. Well, there's a sign there, no parking, wheel clamping in operation. Yeah, you gotta catch me first. But it's just playing the waiting game. I'm gonna have a cheeky juice in a minute while we're laying in wait. And we've also got a bit of grassland to go and walk Bruno as well. Well, Bruno's just chewing his bone. He's quite happy. We may as well have a cheeky pina colada. Cheers. Yep, that hit the spot, campers. Well, Bruno's having a little sniff about. We're in the back of the meat wagon now, still waiting for that. Yep, that car needs to move. But anyway, it's dinner time. I'm getting hungry. It's 8 o'clock now. I'm going to cook these chicken pakoras. I ain't going to eat all of these. I'm probably going to stick, what? Yeah, probably half of that. I was just reading, you can cook these in the oven for about 12 minutes at 180 degrees. So I'm gonna stick them in the air fryer. So I think the next thing we're gonna do is put a bit of heat to half of that chicken pakora meat. Oh yeah, I think that will do us just fine. Just stick that in there for now. So we need to get this down to 180, and we're gonna go 12 minutes, let's say. No, you get out of it, puppy. It's going to be hot. Is that a good sniff? There we go. Not for you, Bruno. Not for you. That's going to get hot, so you need to stand back. Get away from the toilet as well. The toilet's illuminated under there. We've got it all going on, haven't we, puppy? Well, the chicken is done. They are smelling good. There you go, campers. Chicken pakora with a house salad. Seasoned the salad with a bit of vinegar, sea salt and black pepper. And we got a sweet chili dip to go with it. I think that is food fit for a champion. Let's have a little. Let me just go with a little drizzle. Oh, look at that. Oh, lovely jubbly. That'll do us. Well, this is cosy. We got a knife, but we got no fork, so I'm gonna have to use the world famous spork. So let's chop a bit of this pakora up. Oh, look at that. Piping hot. Smells so good. I had a little dabble of that sauce and that is quite hot. But anyway, good health campers. Oh wow, there's a very succulent piece of chicken, and that sauce is, yeah, it's quite spicy, very nice flavour, and it's got like a crispy coating. Now the chicken pakoras were £4.50 for that box. There is quite a bit of chicken in there, but it is a nice bit of chicken. Got plenty of the dip on there. And pakoras are very nice, very flavoursome, very moist, very tender bits of chicken breast. And then we got the fresh house salad, especially with a cucumber. Takes away the spiciness. Very hard to, yeah, with a spork. But all in all, that's a very nice combo. Look at that, piping hot. I'm going to carry on chowing down on my pakoras and house salad, and I'll crack out the cider in a minute as well. Yeah, them pakoras really good. It was a tomato and chilli, not sweet chilli. Very, very spicy, very spicy. My nose is a running. I'm just going to wipe my mess down, and then yeah, I'll crack open a cider. I need an alcoholic, need an ice cold beverage after that. Ooh, very spicy. I opted for water instead. I was thinking I want to drive the vehicle in a bit, and because I'm a good boy, I'm not going to be drinking 8.4% cider and then moving the meat wagon. But anyway, it's time to eat my chocolate ring donut with Rolo filling. Bruno's arisen, but you're not going to be having any of this, puppy. This ain't for puppies. Oh, look at that, campers. Look at the Rolos on there. Tell they've been in the fridge. They're quite erect. A lot of cream in there. Ooh. It's going to be no easy way to eat this, so we'll just go in. So anyway, good health, campers. It's quite the creamy caramel like mess. Oh look, it's got a little ring in the bottom there. I must say it's very messy. There's no easy way to eat it. The Rolos are very nice. The caramel sauce is oozing out the ring there. The cream's been dripping out the sides. It's very glamorous, very glamorous. The chocolate's quite nice on the top. The actual donut itself is quite nice and light. I like it. Nice, good. And clearly it's not very good for you, but I like it. It's nice, and I'm now happy that I only had half the pakoras to make room for this, because it is extremely filling. But anyway, I'm going to carry on chowing down, get my face filled with cream, and I'll be back in a bit, campers. Well, it don't look like that car's going anytime soon, unfortunately. So we may have to settle with this pitch tonight, right outside Stagecoach. There is actually 2 people in there cleaning buses, and I'm wondering it could be one of them whose car that is there. I was looking at the bus timetables in this area, and the last buses tend to be about 11:30. So I'm thinking by midnight that should be closed, and then maybe that car will go. There was a black Merc that pulled up with tinted windows. Some big burly bloke got out. He had a look round that lorry, checked under the bonnet, got in the car and drove off. So yeah, I don't think there's anybody sleeping in that lorry. I think they just store it here. But anyway, the donut was nice. The donut was good. Pakora's good. I've been quite happy with my food choices this evening. I was just having a little look around the yard. You can see the power station in the background there, and there's also CCTV just up there. I took Bruno for a quick pee a minute ago. He had a little sniff round here, got a little wild area. There's a bit of Greenland in there. Oh, look at that, it's a nice bit of gravel down there. Nice bit of parking. Not allowed. Yep, we're on the outskirts of Spalding. Right, I'm going to jump back in the meat wagon Probably watch a bit of YouTube for a little while. It's getting quite nippy out here, campers. Wind's starting to pick up. Oh yeah, and then lorries, I think they're there for the night. For all you bus spotters out there, the Meat Manifesto's got your back tonight. Oh yeah. Well, campers, it's 10 o'clock. We are still in the same position. That Volvo's still there, so I thought we may as well get comfortable. Van's in full stealth mode now. I'm gonna have a cheeky juice. I'm gonna have a drop of cider. Ice cold, the way it's supposed to be. So this is a Knight's Vintage Hereford cider, medium dry vintage cider. And I can't read the rest of that because it is way too small. But yep, 8.4%. Cheers. Dripping wet, campers, so cheers, chin chin. A nice strong cider on a Friday night camp. Yeah, that's not a bad drop of cider. £1.80 out of Morrison's. Yeah, so on a Friday night camp in an industrial estate. Ain't too bad round here, just getting the odd bus going in the depot and then drivers driving out in their personal cars. Now just the other side of the fence in the stagecoach depot there's a big electrical box that is quite noisy. It's got like a constant buzzing sound, humming, and joined to that is like an electric bus wash. So every time a bus comes in, it pulls up into there, and it's like yeah, it's just like a bar that goes round, washes the bus. Quite noisy, quite noisy. If we was tucked in the corner over there, we'd be fine. We'd be somewhat shielded from the noise. But as it stands, we'll just make do with what we got for now. I'm going to have a little sample of these McCoy's coated peanuts. I do like a flame grilled McCoy crisp. I haven't had any for a very long time, so let's have a little sample. Look at that. Oh, they smell the same. You can hear the bus wash going. But they are very good. Taste identical to the flame grilled crisps. Very nice. Discover a bold way to crunch. Golden peanuts coated in a crunchy outer shell and covered with a seasoning inspired by the iconic McCoy's flame grilled steak flavour that you know and love. Impossible to resist, every bag is an epic collision of bold flavour and serious crunch. A bit like myself, campers, the ultimate snack to crush your cravings. There you go. But anyway, I'm going to have a little munch on these. I'm probably going to watch a bit of YouTube and chill out for a little while. Look at that, campers. It's gone 10 o'clock. I've still got a bit of light in the sky there. Not completely pitch black yet. Yeah, just the other side of this stagecoach depot, there's Link's distribution centre, and that is rather noisy. Every time a bus comes in, they have a quick wash, and this gets a little bit noisy. Bruno's having his late night pee, and he's going to be going to sleep. He'll be out for the count. He loves a bit of the van life. Although we're not in a preferred pitch, ain't a bad spot. But for an industrial estate, this ain't a bad little spot. Obviously through the night when the buses stop, this will be closed off and then nothing else will be coming through it. Well, I think that milk's seen better days. Along with this barrier. Let's take a bit of a knock there. So I believe this area here where there's a bit of parking on the right, I think that's a Scania depot. Oh, there's a cat in there, a little push cat. Oops, legged it. Yeah, none of the lorries are moved, they're there for the night. So we've got some fellow campers, Bruno. And like I say, in the morning there's a Greggs up there, so that could be very tempting. Get a proper coffee and a bacon roll in the morning. What we got here? Switch Electrical Wholesale. Right, I think that's gonna do us for tonight. Bruno's heading back to the meat wagon. And a sweet little park up for the night. Well, it's 20 past 11. I'm all tucked in the meat sack, ready for a snoozy pause. I just popped my head out the window, and the bus depot is now closed. The gate is closed. The white car's still there, so we're staying where we are. This will do us for the night, campers. Yeah, I'm getting quite tired. Bruno is asleep. And it's quite noisy around here, so I may pop some earplugs in. Just ambient noise in the background. Yeah, I'm going to get some Z's. If we have any issues for the night, I'll hit record. But hopefully we'll have a decent night's sleep, and I'll catch you guys in the morning. See you on the flip side. Oh, good morning, campers. And you have caught me bright and early. Well, kinda. It's 8:40. I've had a bit of a lie-in. There's been some movement outside. Had a decent night's sleep, but I heard some talking at 3 in the morning. So there's been a bit of change out there. When I woke up at 3 in the morning, there was a blue car parked there, which is now in that end space. So basically, he dropped off the bloke who was parked there. They moved out the way. The blue car moved in, and then yeah, they both went on their way. There was a lorry there as well, and the lorry went. And then about 6 o'clock this morning, I heard a lorry moving about, and then they did a swapsy as well. The red lorry did a swapsy with the white one. Very sneaky, so I couldn't get parked over there. I had to stay where I was, which is fine. And this car pulled up at about, I think, 7 this morning. It's Nissan. I just opened the curtains, there's a car there. I was thinking, how did that get in there? Because there is a big concrete barrier down there, but there is a tiny little gap here. They've had to squeeze through up the curb. But it's all changed this morning. It's very confusing. That Monday was like, where did that? Yeah. And well, but when that first vehicle moved at 3 in the morning, I couldn't sleep for about an hour after that. So yeah, I'm quite tired this morning. Quite tired. Still had a fair amount of sleep. Just a little bit in the middle of the night. Bruno's had a line as well. You've been sleeping with your harness on, haven't you, puppy? Oh, I was so tired. Right, so after I let Bruno out, I'm going to have a quick coffee and a biscuit, get myself ready. And I think we might move up to Greggs. Might go out there. Have a cheeky breakfast roll. I must admit they did well getting through that. But then it is a bus driver. Yep, so that was the parking situation last night. That was the blue car that appeared at 3 in the morning. Not a bad little park up. I'm gonna lie, it was rather noisy around here though. But after the solitude of the last 2 woodland camps, we needed to mix it up. Let's give it a cold start. Oh, there you go, campers. She lives. Well, at least we can say we've done it. We survived. We had some good food. We had a couple of cheeky juices and pakoras at Morrison's. Very nice indeed. The cider was good as well. The Knight's vintage cider. Bruno had a good time trying to pick up the scraps off the floor. And the Rolo donut, that was also very nice. So I'm gonna head to Greggs. I'm gonna grab a bacon roll and a latte. It's looking a little busy here this morning. Yep, it's currently just coming up to 9:30. So I hope you enjoyed today's camping adventure. Bit of stealth camping in a industrial estate. just on the outskirts of Spalding. Got a van up my backside. Just going to reverse park him. As I'm reversing into quite a tight little spot. So if you've enjoyed today's video, please give the video a thumbs up. Consider subscribing to the channel. And also follow me on Instagram and Facebook, The Meat Manifesto. And I'll catch you on the next adventure. Thanks for watching. Peace out.